Okay, it's time to make my milk and yeast fertilizer. We start off with warming, not hot, warm, 1 quart of milk. Add 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. Mix it in good. Then we add 1 to 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, which will activate the yeast. Make sure it's stirred in good. Then cover for 2 hours for it to ferment. So it's going to take 2 hours for that yeast to ferment, activate. So let's take a look in the status of my vegetable garden. I bring these trays out every morning. Peppers. Peach tree. I got about 100 bees that come here and pollinate all my trees. Pear. Apple. I still have to debud a lot of these. This branch is obviously too small to hold the weight, so I got to debud. What's that? Busy bee. End of the last year, I invested in some blueberry bushes. Oh yeah. Check the tunnel. So spinach and onion. Onion is a companion plant. Aphids do not like the smell of onion. Carrots. Potatoes coming along. Aphids also don't like the smell of marigold. So I've already taken out the polycarbonate panels from the sides and put my chicken wire up so the animals don't get in, so I have good airflow coming in. So this is by design. Let's see if we got a charge on my solar unit here. 9%. Sun's coming around. Let's turn on the fans. Let's go check the front. Peas. Potatoes doing good. Planted these in February 5. Started some peppers in here. And beets. Shard. Potatoes. My apricot tree. I'm actually going to get some apricots this year. Happy. And I also took out the polycarbonate panels here for the side. Get my airflow coming in. Pear tree. Sunflower. Pole beans, Kentucky. Potatoes down in there. Spinach. My strawberry bed, so garlic is a good companion for strawberries. And spinach. And green onion. There's a lot of pests that don't like the smell of garlic. So I got it planted everywhere. Peas. Actually start from the other side so the sun's at my back. garlic. Starting the zucchini. These are my UV shade cloths, so when it starts getting, I know when the UV is getting strong. You can feel the burn. I got to roll them out. Nasturtiums is a companion plant for strawberries. Okay, that's going to be it for now. I'll be back. It's been a couple hours. I'm going to wait a while for that one. I'm going to do this one for now. Poured in a 5-gallon bucket, 20 liters of warm water, just almost to the top. So once again, pre-soak your soil first. Just water like you would normally do. Pour it on. Now this is specifically developed for cucumbers, but can be used on any plant that flowers. Zucchini, strawberry, peppers, tomatoes. I also did an experiment last year where I did half my carrots, and they grew a lot bigger. So I'm going to start it on this one here. Just half. Watch it for the next few weeks. Some young pepper plants. When I get going, I'm going to need about 3 to 5, correction, 3 to 4 or 5 gallon buckets of this once a week. I do it on Saturdays. I've also been doing it in the first half of my spinach to see what happens. So every day you have your regular work you have to do, like the watering, and then each day you have something different. For example, Saturdays I make my milk and yeast fertilizer and apply it. Takes a little while. Yesterday or the day before, forgot some. Granulated fertilizer food for blueberries, which means pulling back the pine bark bulk mulch, working into the soil as best as you can, watering it in, and then replacing the mulch. It's for about 23 bushes. It's once every 1 to 2 months. And then another thing is same thing for strawberry plants. So far, I think I got about 150 or so. But once a month, it's just a granular fertilizer food. Another day later on, we'll be making a homemade antifungal leaf spray for zucchini leaves, cucumber leaves, anything with a big leaf, which is preventative actually for the health. And all the other regular duties you have to do, checking for your pests, aphids, weeding. You're constantly sowing seeds and transplanting. That's what's involved if you want to be self-sufficient, independent from the system. Right now I'm taking off my ridge caps from my tunnel so I can have the heat vent out the top. I'm just leaving a gap. Okay, time to close up my lids. So again, the purpose of twin wall polycarbonate panel is to deflect the harsh ultraviolet radiation coming in. And I'll leave it open just a little bit for air circulation. Now it's 1:30. I've been up since 5. I'm gonna call it wraps for now. Tomatoes. Trying to get as much planted as I can. Some eggplant. More tomatoes. Yeah, that's it for now. Not more to do yet, but remember my talk about UV exposure. Trying to limit the outside work. That's it for now. And that is why I don't always have a whole lot of time sometimes to be checking up on earth changes. If you want to be self-sufficient, growing your own food, be independent from the system and its poisons, it's a lot you need to do. That's only about half of it. Please remember, Northern Hemisphere, if you're out there, proper UV sunglasses with side panels and the bridging on the top so the UV doesn't get down this way. Wear a hat, 3-inch brim all the way around, protect the earlobes, back of the neck. And if you see me out there with my sleeves rolled up, you can remind me to roll down my sleeves. So I knew 8 years ago where we would be right now when it comes to our food. A number of reasons. Primarily with the increased ultraviolet radiation coming in. Not only changes human DNA, also changes plant DNA. If you don't have the space, so I only have a 1/4 acre home lot, and I'm making use of every single space I can find. If you can't do it, you need to source your food. Buy bulk when they're in season. growing food's only half of it. Harvesting and processing for storage is the other half of it. Whether it's freezing or canning. My fruit trees are doing exceptional so far this year, so I will be doing a lot of canning. Peaches and pears and apples and apricots. I'll show you how to do that as well. But start getting your equipment for processing your food, storing it up. It's a lot of work, but it's very, very satisfying and rewarding. Anyway, it's enough for now.